An LLDA clearance is a clearance issued by the Laguna Lake Development Authority or LLDA, certifying that a project or establishment complies with LLDA environmental regulations, particularly on wastewater discharge and lake basin protection. The LLDA clearance is separate from DENR EMB permits and is mandatory for projects within the Laguna de Bay region. The application for LLDA clearance will be using an LLDA clearance application form as shown on the screen. So you can see the application form for LLDA clearance and an ISO form, LLDA CPD Form 01. So that's the LLDA clearance ISO form. Now let's have this application form as our example to be completed for the purpose of education. Now, if you will be applying for LDA clearance to Laguna Lake Development Authority, you will be using this application form, CPD Form 01. Now, let's complete this. So, for example, we are to secure LLDA clearance, and then let's fill out Part 1 application form. So for example, the name of the establishment is Laguna Fresh Foods Manufacturing Inc. Then tax identification number, ilalagay natin yan dito. For example, 009-456-111-000. Then year established, for example, 2018. Then we will also provide the business address. For example, we have lot 5, phase 2, industrial drive. This is only an example. Then barangay Banlik. Then the city, Calamba City. And the province, Laguna. Then we shall also provide the name and location of project or development. So for example, again, the project name is Laguna Fresh Foods Processing Facility. So we have the name of the project and the same address. For example, Lot 5, Phase 2, Industrial Drive. Then Barangay Banlik. Then city or municipality. In our example, Calamba City. And the province, Laguna. So also we need to provide the latitude and longitude. So for example, the latitude is 14.2135 north and then longitude 121.1234 east. So this is our GPS coordinate. Next is the chief executive officer of the establishment. So we can put here the name, for example, Mr. Anthony R. Villafuerte. Then title or designation, lagay natin dito, President. The cellphone number kung meron, telephone number kung meron, for example, 049-545-1234. Fax number, you can put NA. Yung iba, gumagamit pa ba ng fax number, ng fax machine? O, baka meron pa. Cellphone number, this is very common. Meron ng lahat. 0917-845-1234. And then, email address. For example, AR Villaferte at Gmail or at Laguna Fresh or lagunafresh.com. Then name, applicant's authorized representative or pollution control officer. Sino yung pollution control officer ng company? So for example, Engineer Maria L. Santos at siya ang plant manager. Usually kasi delegated yung mga position na PCO sa isang tao na may existing na rin na title or designation. Name of firm, so yung ating Laguna Fresh Manufacturing Inc. Laguna Fresh Manufacturing Inc. At yung sa taas din na address, Lot 5 Phase 2, Barangay Banlik, Calamba City, and then yung province, Laguna. Telephone number ng company. So, lagay natin 049-545-1234. Fax number, NA kung walang fax machine. Cellphone number ni Engineer Maria El Santos, 0917-360-1234. Then, email address, bawa maria@gmail.com. So, madali lang filapan yung una, the applicant information. Wala masyado itong formula. By the way, kailangan natin lagyan to ng check yung ano ay yung type of application. LLDA clearance. Yan. Kumakalimutan. The next business activity. So, we need to give the business activity. So, for example, lagay natin dito, manufacture and processing of ready to cook and ready to eat food products. Okay. Yan. Now, minsan ay makikita nyo yung production capacity na nakasulat sa Environmental Compliance Certificate or Certificate of Non-Coverage. So, halimbawa, lalagay natin dito sa baba ng production capacity, maximum production capacity. Halimbawa, 10 metric tons of processed food products per day. So usually na kalagay sa ECC or CNCI per year. So at least makikita mo din kung ano ang per day do'n, 'no? Usually 'yon. So, sa mga iba namang nature ng business, hindi manufacturing, sundan niyo lang yung ginagawa dito. Parehas lang 'yan, just provide the nature of business o yung business activity. At kung wala naman kayong production, wala kayong processing, just indicate NA, ano, not applicable. Those manufacturing, kailangan yung ano po yan diyan, i-specify. Lalong-lalo yung nakasulat lamang din sa inyong ECC or CNC. So, lagay nyo dito ang ECC ninyo, then lagay nyo yung reference number, halimbawa R4A 121234. So, ganun lang. Pagkatapos niyan, ito naman yung form na pipilapan sa second page na ito. So, sa second page, meron tayong sasagutan naman. Depende kung alin yung applicable. Meron ditong letter A, B, C, D. So, sa letter A, tinatanong dito yung ating total project cost, then capital investment. So, lagay natin dito, for example, 85 million. Yan. Tapos yung capital investment ay 60 million. Oh, yun. Pagbabasehan kasi yan sa yung babayaran. Ano ibig sabihin niyang capital investment na yan? O yung total project cost. Yan kasi yung mga magiging expenses natin that includes land development, building construction, processing equipment, lalong-lalo sa LDA to protect water bodies, yung wastewater treatment facilities. Okay? So, yung letter B, agro-industrial establishment, dahil ang project na example natin ay manufacturing facility. So, wala tayong livestock or poultry operation. You can just put here NA. So, yung letter A, B, C, and D, check nyo kung applicable yan. Kung hindi applicable, lalagyan mo lang ng um, NA. So, ito, letter C. Usually, meron tayong mga areas to be declared. Halimbawa, yung gross floor area, 3,200 square meter. O, yung total lot area occupied ay 5,000 square meter. Merong applicability yan. For townhouses or villas, since manufacturing ito, NA lang yung sagot natin dyan. Ganon din sa other projects, meron tayong land transport terminal or parking area. So, meron tayong mga delivery trucks nito dahil manufacturing ito. May mga service vehicles, saka employee parking. Pwede ka lang maglagay dito. For example, 20 slots. Yan. Then, meron tayo pang ito, part 2, employment and operation information. Indicate natin dito yung total employment. So, halimbawa, meron kang 85 employees. Saan siya ngayon napunta? Sa production. Palagay natin dito 65 workers. And then, dito naman sa non-production, meron ka din diyang mga office personnel and staff. Halimbawa, 20 workers. And then sa operational schedule, meron kang halimbawa 10 hours per day. Yung shift ay isa lang. Tapos number of days per month, let's say 22 days sa loob ng isang buwan. Yun, ganun lang. Then next, we have the water supply. Panghuli na ito. So ano yung pangalan ng magsusupply ng tubig? First, we need to provide here the ano ba? MWSI, MWCI, ito yung sa Metro Manila, mga Manila Water, Maynilad. So sa local water district sa probinsya o may sarili pa deep well na ginagamit. And then the total water consumption per day. Halimbawa, 45 cubic meter per day. Malaki yan. Then ano naman yung waste generation? Siyempre, hindi mo naman magagamit lahat yan or madi-generate as wastewater. So let's say 40 cubic meter per day. Yung nagamit mong 45, most likely ang magiging wastewater na lamang ay 40. Can also use 80% or to 90%. Then the method of treatment, kung ano yung method of treatment, pwede mong lagay dyan dahil manufacturing, on-site, wastewater treatment plant. Lalong-lalo yung meron kang paggamit ng sequencing batch reactor or moving bed biofilm reactor or membrane bioreactor. Yan. Depende kung ano yung ginagamit mong method of treatment. Then sa disposal, meron tayong mga landfill. O, kailangan natin yung i-coordinate accredited ng DNR. Okay? So, yun. Pipila pa na lang ito. Kailangan na lang itong lagyan ng pangalan ng PCO kanina, si Engineer Maria L. Santos at yung President or the CEO, si Anthony R. Villaferte. Yan. Tapos pipirmahan po ito once printed. Lagyan natin ng date, for example, January 3, ano ba ngayon? 31, 2026. Yan. So, bago i-print, kumpleto na ang information para hindi na sinusulatan. Pag may sulat kasi yan, papipirmahan yan sa'yo. Kasi inonotarize ipapanotaryo yung application form. So, kung during notary, hindi naman nalagyan nyo ng changes, papipirmahan sa'yo. Halimbawa, dito sa taas, nagkamali ka ng ano, information, papalitan mo, papipirmahan sa'yo sa gilid. So this is your LLDA clearance application form. Kung kayo ay mag apply ng LLDA clearance, kailangan nyo itong LLDA CPD Form 01. Kumpletuhin nyo ang information and then i-print, then pirmahan at kailangang ipanotaryo. So i-prepare nyo yung tatlong sets. Kailangan yung tatlong sets na yon lahat pirmado at lahat notaryado. Huwag magpo-photocopy. So, yung gagawin nyo ay isang form, tapos ipa-photocopy, wag. Lahat original ang pirma at saka yung notaryo. Tatlong sets ng original na pirma at notaryo. So, isasubmit nyo to sa LLDA sa National Ecology Center, East Avenue, Diliman, Quezon City. Ano yung mga requirements nito? Kailangan yung i-attach dyan syempre yung copy ng inyong ECC or CNC. Kailangan yon dahil pagka wala kayong ECC or CNC, hindi kayo makakapag-secure ng LLDA clearance. Importante yon. So, mauuna muna yung sa DNR na CNC or ECC bago kayo mag-apply ng LLDA clearance. At may iba pang mga requirements yan. You can just go to the website of LDA para sa kompletong requirements. And if you have questions kung paano yung pag-fill out ng form, you can directly ask assistance sa LDA dahil ito ay ginagawa natin. Guide lamang din ito. Mas mabuti pa rin sa LDA tayo magtatanong. Although we can try to answer your questions sa ating section, sa comment section if you have question. Kung sa tingin mo nakatulong ang video na to, just share and like this video. If you want to be an accredited pollution control officer, under DNR EMB. Attend po kayo ng basic PCO training under DNR. Kung gusto niyo rin pong maging accredited PCO under LLDA, attend kayo ng Continuing Environmental Education Program ng LLDA mismo. So under DNR, if you want to become a pollution control officer, under DNR EMB, attend kayo ng basic PCO training course conducted by JP Environment Consultancy Services. Meron silang monthly training dyan, face-to-face training based on Memorandum Circular 2025-002. At meron sila upcoming February 10 to 13, 2026 in Lipa City, Batangas. Susundan yan ng March 9 to 13, 2026 in Lipa City, Batangas. Remember, yung PCO training under DNR ay magagamit nyo ang certificate niyan sa DNR lamang. If you want to become an accredited PCO under DNR, just attend that PCO training. Kung sa LLDA naman kayo mag-a-apply ng accreditation bilang PCO, attend kayo mismo ng LLDA Continuing Environmental Education Program. Ang schedule niya nasa website ng LLDA. Thank you very much for time listening and God bless us all.